Hello, guys. It's Tony with. I had to check to see if we're on there. It's Tony with Space Time Healing and Top Hat Tone. I'm also associated with the Three Moon Society. That is my spiritual group that I'm associated with, and we're a collective of eclectic practitioners who like to study world spiritualism and world cultures. I myself am a pagan. I have made this transformation somewhere in my life and decided that this is something that I felt comfortable with doing in my life so that I can reach a plane of enlighten myself. And then, and the more I can be comfortable in my skin, the more I can provide healing and energy to the ones around me because that's what I enjoy doing. And it gives me a purpose. So today we're actually talking about the Ace of Cups, which is the third of all cards in the tarot. It's the third card. It's known to be a loving card because of the fact that it is very emotionally involved, and it because it's cups and it relies on cups. So when looking at the first suit of the ace, where it's a potential card. So I like to tell people that you've made it past the zero going in circles, and you've made it to the first point, which would be one, meaning that's going to give you a nice pillar. You could actually look at the symbol number one as a pillar, and you could move forward and build upon those numbers. And when we get to the cups, it's basically focusing on emotion when associating the ace with the tree of life, because that's the primarily one of the primary focuses in Thoth studies is the tree of life. So when referring to the first suit, you are thinking of your Kether. I always do that, which is actually your crown and your top. So that is your understanding, that is your knowing, and things like that, and that's that seed. It's basically equivalent to a light bulb going off in your head. It's you're manifesting this seed that is to be planted, and so that you can move forward in your manifest. It's looking into beauty, because, and if you see me looking down, this is my Master Tarot book here. From a collective information. This is all information that anybody could get at any time, anywhere. So the thing with the cups is you're going to really find the beauty not only in yourself but with others, and you're going to see. You're going to desire things. You're going to feel passionate, and you're going to be prepared to actually give yourself away and actually be into a relationship, whether it's a romantic relationship, it could be a friendship, it could be a business relationship. It's actually an acceptance and looking at the beauty and the ugly. You're taking the beautiful and you're taking the ugly and you're putting them on a pole, and you're balancing these two objects. So you're really taking in flaws. You're taking in the good and the bad, not only with yourself but with others, because you have to accept that yourself to be able to let go of things like ego and stuff like that. It is a very feminine card. It does have a lot to do with female energies. It's actual female emotions, true female emotions. So my last discussion on the Ace of Wands, when I referred to the Ace of Wands as the male organ, erectus phallus, the penis, because that's actually symbolizing that male organ, as to where the cups is going to symbolize the female. I'm not sure if it's the organ, but it's going to symbolize the female, and that's going to be her seat of manifestation. So if you think about that when looking at tarot and looking at that first suit, the Ace of Wands is more of kind of a masculine energy, but everything's polar, so don't get me wrong. I mean, females I had a beautiful reading last night where a female just planted an Ace of Wands, and it was the most beautiful thing in the world because you're planting that seed of fire. But we're not talking about this. We're talking about the Ace of Cups. So with this Ace of Cups, you're planting this seed of emotion, and it's in the world of pure feelings. Your heart is in tune. Your heart is in tune, and your emotions are comfortable to where you don't feel that they're going to be abused, which is going to give you trust. There's going to be a lot of trust there, and it's trusting you're trusting your inner voice to be empathetic. So you're trusting this. Your inner voice is seeing this beauty in somebody, and you're actually going with that intuition, and you're going to feel love, intimacy, eternal force, which is you're going to feel real loyal to this person and stuff, and you're going to not want to sell them out and stuff like that. Now, if you actually look at the card, the cup is suspended between heaven and earth, and a ray of white light comes down in a beam, and that's going to actually reflect and refract the where was I? The colors of creation. So if you see this, these are the different colors of creation. Again, that's going to the seed of manifestation. It is, now I was talking about how it was the female energy, and if you're looking at Thoth, which is the oldest language of astrology in the world, I believe, which is my practice, that's basically what I do, you're looking at the he, which is related to a female energy in the tetragrammaton. So that's really, if you look at that he here, you see the he, if it's on there. Okay. So the he isn't actually on there. So, and this is the he that I was talking about, this symbol right here. If you look at this symbol right here, that's the symbol on the tetragram that's associated with this card, because that's that female energy. I don't want to go too far into that, because I do like to discuss esoteric things. So your intuition is trusting, letting your heart talk, intimacy, you're expressing affection, you're opening, you're actually getting, this is a very good card with getting rid of negativity. It's associated with actually getting rid of negativity, because say you're in a relationship for a while and you get this in your life now, it's a rebirthing, because you've accepted the bad, you've accepted the good, and you're willing to grow emotionally and move forward. So that's in the instance if you were in a existing relationship. It's getting in touch with your feelings. At work, if you're going to relate this to work, it's a very stable environment, and I came to the conclusion that it would be building trust at work, because if you're willing to see the beauty, and if you're willing to see all these things in somebody else, then you can communicate, you can compromise, you can do all these different things that you need to do to get ahead in your day, because your manifest goal has baby steps that have to be involved in this goal. So you have to go to work, you have to do all these things, and when you love and when you find that beauty in another, you're able to engage more, and you're able to take things a little bit better. You're not so upset or depressed when you go home, you know what I mean? You're able to function in the world. But to do that, you actually really have to humble yourself and bring yourself down to a level so that you'll love yourself. But that's pretty much for the Ace of Cups. What I would say is it's a very emotional card. It's really seeing the beauty in yourself and another, and it's preparing, and you're saying, you know what, I am prepared to be in a relationship. And that's it. You see the feminine beauty. There's some masculine things too, and everything's 50-50. So, you're seeing that beauty, and you appreciate it, and that's going to build trust, and that's going to build a great relationship. So on that note, I'm going to call it a wrap today, and I love you guys, and bless be.